Can you talk about Giannis for a second? Because, this is Giannis we're talking about. And I'm curious where this ranks for you in terms of his best stretches of his career.
Pretty much the top. I mean,
Giannis is the first player since Oscar Robertson in 1964 to go 35, 10, and 5 on a 10-game winning streak. It feels like a little bit like we talked about with LeBron a couple weeks ago. He is just kind of taking all of these sort of milestones and smashing through them. The other thing, he's now 2 assists away from being the Bucks all-time leader in assists.
Yes.
Man, hell no. It's no way y'all trying to give Nikola Jokic 3 MVP awards in a row. It's so many players cooking in the NBA right now. I get it. He's averaging a triple-double. That's cute. But last year, didn't y'all just call Russell Westbrook a stat patter for getting triple-doubles all year? Didn't y'all basically try to write off all his accomplishments because he wasn't playing how you wanted him to play on the Lakers? Y'all just said that. And now y'all trying to give this man, Nikola Jokic, an MVP because he's averaging a triple-double. His numbers are not that impressive. I'm sorry. With the pace of the game and how it's changed over the years, I ain't impressed by a 7-footer averaging the triple-double. I don't care what y'all say in the comments. Y'all could cook me, y'all could do whatever. I'm not impressed. And yes, you can call me a hater right now. I guess I will be a hater. But when I see the NBA in the MVP award, I see it as who's the most valuable to their team. And a few names come up before Jokic. Number 1, let's start with the man in Milwaukee who's averaging 38 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists on 63% shooting in the month of February. And his team's on an 11-game win streak. And you still telling me that Nikola Jokic is number 1 in the MVP race. What? And let's look at Embiid. He got robbed of MVP last year by Jokic. Y'all telling me Jokic been dominating the league for 3 years in a row? Absolutely not. I'm not going. The way the MVP award is handled, it needs to change. It shouldn't be MVP voting conducted by the media under any circumstance. And why do I say that? Because the media's job is all about narratives and creating what sells. So you ask the question, what are they trying to sell us right now? I'll tell you what they're trying to sell you right now is Nikola Jokic will be the first player since Larry Bird to win 3 consecutive MVP awards. And he's not Larry Bird. Let's take a break. Jokic is having a solid season, but hell no. Giannis, Embiid, Tatum, Luka, Embiid averaging 10 more points than this man. Giannis leads the league in defensive rating right now. He's killing it on both ends of the floor. And another thing, Jokic plays absolutely no defense. He's terrible on the defensive end of the ball. Never been on an all-defensive team. Never been defensive player of the year. But somehow he's MVP over a guy who does it on both ends of the floor. Please explain that to me. What are y'all looking at right now? Of the 100 first place votes right now, that means the majority of NBA media members in the NBA are saying this dude is without a doubt the best player in the NBA. Where is his NBA championship, by the way? Because from my memory, the last 2 years in a row, he hasn't had a single finals appearance, and the Nuggets are his team. I will give you that Jamal Murray was out last season because I got to give Giannis the fact that Chris Middleton got hurt in the game against the Celtics. But I still don't think Jamal Murray gets them to the finals with Jokic. My bad, sorry. I still don't think that gets them to the finals. But if we look at the person who should be number 1 in the MVP race, let's look at Giannis' production over the last 2 months. The man has had 3 50-ball games in his last 20 games. Against the Clippers, February 2nd, he had 54 points and 19 rebounds on 53% shooting with a plus-minus of +10. Let's look at January 29th, 50 points, 13 rebounds. Just a couple days prior, this man dropped the 50 ball on 76% shooting. And then we look earlier in the month, January 3rd, 55 points. A couple days before that, 45 points and 22 rebounds. And his team has won their last 11 games in a row, including an overtime in Boston being the most recent on Valentine's Day. And you're telling me this guy's not leading the race for MVP? This is highway robbery. If Giannis don't get the MVP this season, if he continues this level of play and he doesn't get the MVP this season, it's highway robbery. It's like when Steve Nash won the MVP over Kobe. What was that, 06, 07? Where Kobe was averaging 35 points a game and Steve Nash was averaging 18 points and 10 assists, but he got MVP over Kobe. Are you kidding me? Like, let's stop it. So here's what I think should happen with the MVP award going forward. I think the head coaches should vote for MVP. Even if you want to throw the players in there or the general managers, somebody that's close to the game should be voting for MVP. Because a lot of times, I think the coaches get it right. When they vote for all-star reserves, I think they get it right a lot of the time when it comes to the reserves. Sometimes they miss. That's going to happen. But when you have the media who's voting for MVP and their job is to create narratives and create selling points for their company, they're trying to make news, it's going to be biased and it's not going to work. That's why they got this man trying to look like the next Larry Bird and give him 3 MVP trophies in a row when he don't deserve it. He cheated Embiid last year. Embiid should have got it. And the year before that, Giannis should have got it again. Like, I'm not kidding you. This man don't even have better stats than LeBron. LeBron's on year 20. And this man don't even have better stats than LeBron. I know what they're doing. They're looking at those advanced analytics, the player efficiency ratings. And what I think of that, those stats are inflated. Because you go look at them stats and it's telling you this man's true shooting percentage is 70%. His assist ratio is 31, yada, yada. Don't nobody care about that, bro. What's happening on the floor? What's really going on? What's really going on is Giannis is hooping and he should be the front runner for MVP. I don't care who you put after that. You could put Embiid, you could put Tatum, you could put Luka Doncic if you want to, even though I know his team's not gelling like they're supposed to, but they'll get there with Kyrie Irving. Trust me, they'll get there. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Is the NBA MVP award broken? Does it need to be fixed? Do you feel like Jokic should be leading this race? I don't think so, especially when he's not even top 10 scorers in the NBA right now. He ain't even top 5, top 3. Top 3 is Luka, Giannis, and Embiid. Like, come on, man. But hey, as always, this has been another episode with no time to explain. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.